Hi, and welcome to video number 2. We're going to be talking about how you can brainstorm your brand's personality. So the purpose of this exercise is to help you brainstorm information about your Facebook timeline so that you can create it quickly and easily. So the first question is, who is your audience? And as we go through these questions, I want you to think, all right, what kind of product are you going to promote? I know some of you have several businesses, but which business, or out of all these businesses, which business do you want to use Facebook timeline on? And with that specific business, who is your audience? What kind of audience are you trying to reach? Demographics wise, their likes, their dislikes, their wants, desires, what keeps them up at night? What do they look like? Demographics, put a name to a face so it's easier for you to visualize who your audience is. And if you know somebody, know a customer, think about them. What captures their attention? What makes them think? What kind of questions make them act and think? And then now I want you to think about your company as a brand, because when you're using Facebook timelines, you can't market your product too directly. You have to do it in a certain way where people find interest in your brand. So what is your brand all about? Think about, why did you start your company? Why did you start your company? To convey something, you're passionate about something. What is your brand trying to convey? What is it trying to tell your customer? Why are you different than your other competitors? Is it because you have good customer service, or this and that? So what is your brand? What captures your audience's attention? What kind of images, what kind of videos, what kind of audios or content can you produce that your audience would really like? What is your vision? What was your vision? What is your personality? Are you trying to be a business that's using laughter, it's funny and this and that? Or is your business personality really just serious? Is it controversial? And you're trying to create arguments, debates about a certain topic so that you can get, more eyes on your site and so forth. What is your personality? Because the reason why I'm trying to get you to think this way is because when you create your Facebook timeline, if you're trying to be a funny guy and sticking funny girl, funny lady, or funny man, woman, and you want to convey that, then the posts that you make need to all be somewhat funny, but yet sometimes serious, and so forth. Or are you trying to be controversial and create controversy? People comment on your thing because they just don't like you, or they do like you, and they eventually might like you, and stuff like that. So that's something you need to have in the back of your head so that when you begin to create that Facebook timeline, it's just easier. And just some questions, that come to mind to help you in the process of creating that Facebook timeline. Do you have a logo? If you don't have a logo, you might need a logo because you're going to create your cover page and profile pic and so forth. What kind of milestones or achievements has your company made? And you can pause this right now and jot down those thoughts as they come to you. What kind of achievements? When you started your company and maybe a month later you impacted so many lives, or your company helped a charity or helped kids across the world or something. What kind of milestones or achievements? Facebook timeline is organized in such a way that you can put your milestones and achievements over history. I mean, as long as it's dated before or after 1800s, you're okay. What do your customers want? What are some tips, some tricks, some advice that your customer would be willing to pay for? Now, these two questions I'm asking you because this is kind of giving you in the mindset of, okay, what kind of content can I create that my customers have paid for recently? What kind of content can I create and post it on Facebook to attract more people who find value and say, oh, you're giving tricks and advice that I would normally pay for. And the law of reciprocation, they feel compelled to eventually buy your product. So there's a lot of indirect selling going on. What kind of contests would your customers participate in? And what kind of prizes would they want? So those are the basic questions that I want you to answer. Feel free to pause this, jot some thoughts down. In the next video, and video number 3, we're going to talk about the timeline anatomy. And then right after that, we're going to dig deeper, and I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook timeline effectively.